Hello and welcome. My name is Tee Foxworth. I'm an RN, that is, I'm a registered nurse, and I've been diagnosed with breast cancer 3 times. I was already an RN before I was diagnosed the first time. So we look at our emotional health, mental health, intellectual health, and also our financial health. Oftentimes we need financial health to help us with preventative care. We're looking at inflation, and we see it show up as prices rising. So in this case, you think about what prices were when you were young, 10, 20, 30, 40, even 50 years ago, depending on your age. So as a child, I remember, and do you remember how much your favorite candy cost? If you were eating candy when you were little, I was. The corner store was close by. My favorite was 5 cents. And I remember later when it was 50 cents and then $1. So inflation. So this is related to the dollar when it was backed by gold. $1 and gold were equal. If a person is a millionaire and the value of the dollar goes down, say right now there was a time when $1 and gold were worth the same, like in 1913. However, in 1971, the president was President Nixon at the time, took the dollar off of the gold standard. Now $1 is worth 3 cents. So that's why you see it showing up as high prices. So what if this happens in the US that has happened in other countries where the value of the dollar goes to nothing, where it's devalued? So if you have $3 million, $10 million, $1 billion, all of a sudden you can wake up the next morning and your money has no value, be it $1 or $10 million. So if you have $10 million and it's worth 0, 10 million times 0 equals what? 0. So your life can change suddenly, overnight, especially if you have a loved one that's sick and you're taking care of them and it's costing money. You may have a private duty person for them. Any number of things. And there are lots of things that it takes to take care of someone who's chronically ill. So just think about that, how a person's life could change because they didn't do one thing, and that's stack, accumulate gold and silver, gold or silver, just stacking it. Wouldn't that be nice? Are you doing that? That's something I would like for you to consider doing, because I want your life to be great. And in 2025, we want to not only survive in all of those ways mentioned earlier, health-wise, physical and financial health, not just survive, but strive to thrive in 2025. Introducing Mr. Joseph Lattin. He owned a pest control business and an assisted living facility. He has been in this business for 7 years, and he is a 6-figure earner. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Joseph Lattin.
Awesome. Good folks, it's so much fun to work with, and she's a great part of our team. Thank you for helping us out here with all you do. And I'm going to turn the time over now to my brother, Chris. Okay. Chris has been with 7K Metals just a little bit longer than I have. He joined a month after the company opened, and I joined a month after that. He is silver associate here with 7K Metals. He's going to show you what that means in just a second. And like I said, it's been really fun working with my brother all these years. He has a military background. He spent 40 years in our military. He most of that time as a Black Hawk helicopter pilot and instructor pilot. He's got a great job he's got a cool job as far as he's a helicopter pilot still. And so I'm going to turn the time over now to my brother, and he's going to share with you now how to earn income here with 7K. Chris, let you take it away.
All right, Joe. Thanks, man. I appreciate the intro. You know, as I said, I've been a part of the military for more than 40 years. I've enjoyed my time serving our country, and now I fly helicopters doing life flight. The information I'm going to share with you can be done full-time or part-time. It's really up to you. We're going to start off, though, with a product disclaimer. Purchasing precious metals involves risk. And here's the thing. You know, everything that we do involves risk. Anything you purchase involves risk. We encourage people to get with their financial advisor or planner. Now, when I ask people about financial advisors or planners, most of them I'm talking 95% do not have a financial advisor or planner. And then the 5% that do, I ask them, well, did they teach you about gold and silver? And most of them don't. And I really believe that's because, and this is my personal opinion, I believe that's because it's not in their portfolio. If they are not, if it's not something in their portfolio where they can earn a commission on, they're not going to tell you about it. And I kind of liken that to, you go to a car lot and the salesperson comes up and says, how can I help you? And you say, I want the very best deal on whatever type of car. He's not going to tell you about the car across town or in the next state. He's only going to tell you about what's on his lot, because that's what he can earn a commission on. And I believe that's the truth in precious metals as well, if you ask a financial advisor. And so one of the things that we like to do is share information so that you can make your own decision. Now, our mission here is to put gold and silver into the hands of everyone who needs it most. Now, why is it important? Let's start with that question. Why is it important to own precious metals? A lot of times people check out when they hear the term gold and silver because they think it's for the rich. They think it's something that isn't used anymore. But think about this. Gold and silver have been a means of trade for over 5,000 years. And I believe that it will continue to be a means of trade forever. I want to share with you an example why it's important to own precious metals. So picture this. This is a 1 ounce gold coin. In the early 1900s, it had a value of $20. Now, I realize we weren't around in the early 1900s, but I want to share with you how gold and silver keep up with inflation. And I would imagine that most of you would agree with me that inflation is out of control. When you look at the inflation rate over the last 5 years, it's been 24%. And you, probably like me, did not get a 24% pay raise. So this gold coin in the early 1900s had a value of $20. And the things you could purchase then were a custom-made suit or a tailor-made dress. Well, here's the thing. Today, $20 is not going to buy us any of that. It's not going to get us a custom-made suit. It might get a cheap tie. It's not going to get us a tailor-made dress, maybe a sleeve or something like that for the dress. But this gold coin has a value of over $3,000. So the reality is I could still purchase a custom-made suit, or if I needed a tailor-made dress, I could still purchase all of those items. So one of the things they don't teach us in school or college or in the military is that precious metals, gold and silver, keep up with inflation. Now, I'm going to share with you a slide how the buying power has gone down over 97% in this 100-year span. And when you look at 1913 till now, it's gone down over 97%. This is only through 2021. Imagine just a few more years now that it's 2025, it's gone down 99%. But here's what's happened. Gold has done the complete opposite of that. The buying power has increased. And so the thing is, we believe that everyone should own precious metals to be able to protect themselves and also grow their wealth. So protect your wealth and grow your wealth. If you've got money, protect it by buying precious metals to beat the inflation. If you need to grow your wealth, you need to start something that creates an additional stream of income, or some type of asset that goes up in value. This is it, folks. And again, I'm not giving financial advice, but when I look at the track record of gold and silver, historically, it's always gone up in value. And you can see that there are dips and growth and dips and growth, but the trend is that it continues to go up. So, sound money, it's a fancy term for gold and silver. The wealthy have used it. Banks, really any financial institution has used it for many, many years. And governments as well are buying up gold and silver. When you compare silver and gold over the last 60 years, and I realize, again, this is a longer period of time, but I'm going to show you a shorter one as well. But over the period of 60 years, for 2,500 paper dollars, or 2,500 ounces of silver in 1965, you could have purchased a brand new Mustang. For $2,500 today, there's no way you're buying a Mustang. But the same silver has a value of over $80,000. So the reality is we can buy 2 Mustangs. Now match that up to gold. So picture this, the same amount, $2,500 worth of gold in 1965, you could buy a Mustang. And now that same gold can purchase 5 Mustangs. Again, I realize this is a longer period of time, but now let's break it down to 5 years. 5 years, imagine if you put $1,000 away, what would happen in that last 5 years with 24% inflation rate? Your buying power goes down to $760. But that gold and that silver is almost doubled, or in some cases doubled, in that time frame in 5 years. So we see the trends, we see what's happening, we see that gold and silver keep up with inflation and a lot of times exceed inflation. So why isn't everyone talking about sound money? If sound money is so smart, why don't we have it? And I think it's a lot of reasons, because we don't know where to get it. We don't know who to trust. There's risk involved, and we've talked about that as well. There's risk involved in buying anything. You think about it, you buy a brand new vehicle, you drive it off the lot, and it goes down in value. Here we're sharing how you can, again, protect your wealth and grow your wealth. And it all starts with a membership. A membership here at 7K, and that's what we're here to talk about, is a membership with 7K. Now, basic membership allows us to be able to purchase gold and silver at our budget. And if you don't have to have $3,000 to buy one coin, because what we have is called fractional gold and silver, where you can purchase $3,000 worth if you choose, or $300 or $30 or even $1 of gold or silver at any given time through our Sound Money wallet.
We're now completely revolutionizing the industry and making it so anyone and everyone can seamlessly start buying precious metals. It doesn't matter if you want to start with $100 or even $1. The new technology provided by our partner company Sound Money Wallet will allow you to convert your cash to various asset classes of fractional gold or silver quickly with no games or gimmicks. With Sound Money, you own the metals you buy, but they store them safe and sound. And you'll sleep easy at night knowing that if you ever want your metals, they'll be in the mail at the drop of a hat. Sound Money uses a non-segregated vault at their partner company, VaultMax, to store your precious metal assets, protected by some of the most technologically advanced security out there. You can be sure your metals are safe there. If you want your metal, simply request it. Pay the shipping and insurance and it will be on the way. But what if you need cash? This is the only tool on the market with the power to give you frictionless liquidation with one of the best buyback prices in the industry. Sound Money will make your ownership journey convenient and easy. Be confident that control is back in your hands from start to finish. Let Sound Money Wallet work for you.
I love having access to the Sound Money Wallet. I call this disruptive technology. It's state of the art. Again, it's a military grade vault system, state of the art. And the thing is, we have access to this 24/7 from your phone, your tablet, or your computer. You can exchange your cash, your fiat currency that keeps going down in value, for precious metals that continue to hold their value or go up in value. I tend to deal with a lot of military folks because I come from a military background. And a lot of times military people are moving every 3 to 4 years due to duty assignments. And the thing is, they don't want to lug their gold and silver from duty station to duty station. So the Sound Money Wallet is a great way to protect your assets. And then also, if you live in a neighborhood where it's not so safe, or you might be afraid of break-ins or something like that, then again, Sound Money Wallet is a great way to protect your wealth, to even grow your wealth. Because when you put your money into a bank, well, then inflation, you got the decline of the dollar, but you put your money into the private vault system in the Sound Money Wallet, then that money, as that gold and silver increase in value, you'll see it right there on your screen. So, having access to the Sound Money Wallet, you'll instantly receive $20 worth of gold when you become a basic member here at 7K. You can also store up to $1,000 worth of gold or silver, whichever metals you choose, at no cost. Now, you'll also have access to the buyer certification, and the collector's training. These are two trainings that the buyer certification teaches us the 5 top reasons why people buy gold and silver, teaches us about the economy and what metals to buy based off of our own goals. It's a series of short videos. And then the collector's training, this teaches us the difference between proof 70s, MS 70s, gem uncirculated coins, bullion, things of that nature. And so you don't have to be an expert to win because we have this training. And sometimes people say they would pay $500 alone for each one of these. It comes with your membership, your basic membership. And so when you look at that $477 value so far, not only that, we have access to exclusive we have an exclusive buying club where you have access to collectibles. Now, we talked about gold and silver bullion. I call that the defense that keeps up with inflation. But I want to talk about collectibles as well. Collectibles are the offense when it comes to the economy and inflation and things of that nature. Plus, you're looking at things that are absolutely beautiful. When you take things that are stunning, when it looks really good, when it's rare, when it has a story, and I call this the formula. Things that have the historical significance, that are rare, and again, we call that low mintage around here, and things that tell a great story, that have that historical significance, and you combine that with silver, then what you have is a collectible which turns into a win. Now, this is the Montana Butterfly, originally $150. I've got one of those right here. Now sells for over $1,000. What it has is beautiful artwork on it. It's on pure silver, and it's kept in perfect condition. That's the formula here. And the same thing with this Julius Caesar coin, $360, now has a value of over $500. This is the offense that we talked about. Tiffany Art coin, and one of the ones that we offered as well early on here at 7K, now has a value of over $2,000. So again, this comes with your membership, your basic membership. Now, a lot of times people say to me, well, okay, I got this cool Montana Butterfly, now worth over $1,000. How do I sell it? This is where Stack and Sell comes in. Stack and Sell is a way that you can keep track of your inventory, because everything that is graded, that goes through the grading process, has a barcode on it. It's registered. You scan that barcode, now you know what you've paid for it, and then also what the market value is. The market value is determined by what people are actually paying for this coin. And so Stack and Sell is a way that you can keep track of your inventory. Not only can you see what you paid for it, not only can you see what the market value is, and now with Stack and Sell, we have a marketplace where you can sell your coin also. And so again, I share this with you because this is a safe way to do business with your gold and silver. You don't really want to do that over Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. You don't want to do it in those locations because you're going to have to meet someone to do that transaction. Here, you put your coin in the marketplace. Anybody in the world can see it. They don't have to be a 7K member. Anybody in the world can see it on Stack and Sell. If they want to buy that coin for whatever price you put on it, and they send their money to Stack and Sell, that's instantly. You send the coin to Stack and Sell. They verify it's real. They release the funds. They release the coin. It is a very safe way to do business with your gold and silver collectibles. Again, this is part of the basic membership that we have access to. You'll also receive instant gold pay when you refer a friend. Now, this is an optional program we have, but this is one of those programs that why wouldn't you take advantage of it? Instant gold pay.
Whenever you refer a new customer membership to 7K, we will instantly pay you either $20 or $80 in fractional gold, sent to VaultMax and instantly shown on your Sound Money dashboard. We'll say that again. Instant gold.
So that $20 or $80 worth of instant gold is determined by what membership a person receives, whatever they purchase. So with that basic membership, you look at all the things that you have access to, $477 value, it's only $149. Now, we have more than just a basic membership. We have our legacy membership, and this is the one that has all the bells and whistles. So you remember you receive $20 in your basic membership. Well, here you're going to receive $40 in your gold, instant gold when you become a member, when you get a legacy membership, and you remember you could stack up to $1,000 in the Sound Money wallet at no charge. Now you can stack up to $50,000 in the Sound Money wallet at no charge. Let's slide that buyer certification over into the collector's training. We put those two together, but now you have access to stack and sell. We could only track 10 coins with your basic membership. Now you have unlimited stacking in the stack and sell. So you can track unlimited number of coins. And if you start buying on a regular basis like I do, I buy at least one a month. Well, that's what I started out with, 1 coin of a collectible every month. Now I'm getting 4 coins every single month. And plus I'm buying some other things. I just purchase the things that I like. Now that instant gold pay, again, you still have access to that, whether it's $20 or $80. And then now we have the metal matching bonus. This is part of the legacy membership. And that metal matching bonus, it doesn't matter how many people you refer to this, you have access to receive 1% of whatever they put in their Sound Money wallet. The 4 metals that we currently have in our Sound Money wallet is gold and silver eagles. These are the gold and silver eagles. And then we have gold and silver bars. So you got gold and silver bars that are in the Sound Money wallet. And each time you purchase within that Sound Money wallet, you're going to, when your person that you referred, when they purchase, you're going to receive 1% of that. And so those are the 4 types of metals that we have access to. So when you look at all the membership benefits of the legacy membership, $867, it's only $599. Now, these 2 memberships, they are not an annual membership. This is a one-time fee. One time that gets you into the buying club, our exclusive buying club. It depends if you want access to, only being able to stack 10 coins or unlimited coins, or put in $1,000 or $50,000. There's multiple benefits for getting that legacy membership. So where do we start? We pick a membership, and you pick either the basic membership or the legacy, whatever works for you. But then we would encourage you to get a subscription as well. And here's what I mean by that. These are optional, but I'm going to share with you why I get them all. So first we start with 7K Pro. 7K Pro, you'll automatically be signed up for this with either membership. And in the next 15 days after you begin your membership, you can turn it off if you choose. But what we want to be able to do is let you have access to some of the cool things in 7K Pro for that first 15 days. You have full access to our 7K University. This is where you can learn more information about precious metals, and if you choose to share it with someone, there's valuable training in there as well. You have access to specific coin drops. These are coin drops, and when I say coin drops, I'm talking about the company does sales on different coins because we have a team of experts that's looking for the very best coins, and they bring them to market to us through coin drops. And one of the coins that I received in a coin drop is this 3-ounce fighter pilot coin. I had actually purchased one of these for $650, but then I saw on a coin drop that we had not only the 3-ounce fighter pilot coin, but we also had some of these really cool coins, patriotic coins. And then another one is, if you're a Star Wars fan, here's the Death Star. Coin drops are so cool to have access to. One of my favorites is this one right here. This is a 5-ounce coin that was designed to commemorate breaking the sound barrier, the Chuck Yeager airplane. But anyway, coin drops are so cool, but you have access to specific coin drops that the whole company doesn't have access to. It's only 7K Pro. And then loyalty points. Loyalty points are where you can receive some free stuff as well. And what I mean by that is when you purchase something, every time you purchase your autosaver, and we're going to talk about that in a moment, or you refer a friend, you receive loyalty points. And those loyalty points are valuable because we have a complete shopping area that you can use loyalty points on. Now, I do this 7K Pro every single month, and it only started a few months ago, but I do it every single month. And then something else that just started recently was our wealth builder. We talked about the Sound Money wallet, but now you can put on a regular basis into the Sound Money wallet. A lot of times we do things automatically. We make payments automatically. We pay our mortgage automatically. Well, here you can put your savings on autopilot through the Sound Money wallet. You pick a day, the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, the 21st, or the 26th, and you make a contribution to your Sound Money wallet on those days. And some people do it every one of those days. Some people do it once a month. I actually do $50 each month into each of the 4 categories that we talked about. Imagine if you just took $100 each month and you put it into your Sound Money wallet. And then we talked about how gold and silver continue to keep up with inflation. Look at your gold and silver after 3 years. Here is an illustration of the gold. You're up from $3,600, and that's $100 a month for 3 years, but you're up to $4,600 worth of gold. Again, this is how you can put your savings on autopilot. When I first started flying helicopters 35 years ago, we did not have an autopilot system. And now that we do, it makes it a lot easier to focus on the battlefield or training students when I did that for a while, and now on the patient that we're transporting. And so I kind of liken this to our savings. If we put our savings on autopilot, now we can focus on other things. It makes it easier to do that. Another thing that I get on a regular basis, on a monthly basis, is our autosaver. We talked about autosaver with bullion, but I also do autosaver with collectibles. And that's what the autosaver program is. It is purchasing a collectible, and we currently have the American Silver Eagle. When I first started here, this is all we had, and I bought one every single month. But now we have access to half-gram gold state animal series, the Beauties of the World collection. These are really beautiful coins. I enjoy these. And then also, we have these gold notes where the artist Thomas Holdman, he's partnered with 7K, and Thomas Holdman is a stained glass artist. He's well known around the world. Partnered with 7K, and he's put his artwork that tells incredible stories, has beautiful designs on pure gold. And so on what you have is that formula, and it's kept in perfect condition to be able to buy a collectible on a regular basis. And again, I'm getting one every single month. I'm getting actually all 4 of these every single month. So when you look at these subscriptions that I just talked about, 7K Pro, I'm doing that. Monthly contributions to the Sound Money wallet, the autosaver program. I'm doing all of these because I find value in them. Some people pick 1, some people pick 2. I actually do all of them every single month because I know that the dollar continues to go down in value, and my collectibles, they continue to go up in value. My gold and silver in the Sound Money wallet continues to go up in value. The thing is, it takes discipline to be able to do that. And so here's a short video on
discipline. There's a reason successful people are always talking about it. Without it, you might as well be treading water. You can't go anywhere or get anything in life without the discipline to make it happen. At 7K, we know it's too important to live without, even if you're still developing it. So we automated it. You use automated discipline almost every day for the physical things that matter most in your life. Your mortgage, cell phone, car, credit cards. Do you make those payments manually every month? No. You set them on autopay because it's too important to risk messing up. Gold and silver assets are like your money's best friends. They have its back, but they don't just appear when you need them. And like the other most important things in your life, collecting them is too important to risk messing up. Stack assets on autopay with 7K's autosaver. Don't wait to secure your money's future, and spend the time you save developing the discipline to go after other big goals. At 7K, we help you put assets on autopilot.
I love being able to purchase on a regular basis. And again, that's that autosaver program we talked about. So we have access to instant gold pay, metal matching bonus. And now let's talk about our rewards program. So every time you refer a friend, and this is an optional program, or every time you buy your autosaver each month, you're going to receive some points. And those points, reward points, they can turn into dollars. And you can refer as many people as you choose, and you'll receive, whether it's either 20 points or 150 points for the two types of memberships that we have, and then 15 to 20 points for 7K Pro, 7K Autosaver, and coin drops. These points can turn into dollars. So remember, if you refer a friend to the Legacy membership, not only do you receive 150 points, but you're going to instantly receive $80 of gold for each one of them. So let's just take 4 people. You probably have 4 people you could share this with. And again, this is an optional program. When you look at the 100% of the people that are in 7K, there's 15% of us that are sharing it and taking advantage of the rewards program that we're talking about. And so you can receive $80 of gold for each one of those memberships. That's $320. You'll also have access to the medal matching bonus of those 4 people when they put money in the Sound Money wallet. But here's what I'm going to talk about is the share points that you receive, 150 share points for each person. Now what happens is we do commissions based off of 250, 500, and so every $500 increment or 500 points increment on both sides, you receive a $500 commission. So here's how it works. That 150 points on each team, you can earn a $250 commission by doing that. And that's pretty significant if you think about it. $320 instantly for gold pay. Those same 4 people, you're going to receive $250 in commission, $570. Now, if you just encourage each of those individuals to share this as well. I kind of liken this to, if I go to a good restaurant, I have a good meal, and then I tell my friends about it, and they go and they have a good meal, well, the restaurant's not going to pay me $80 of gold to send them to their restaurant, or they're not going to pay me a commission for doing that. But here, if you refer a friend to our exclusive buying club where you have access to gold and silver bullion and gold and silver collectibles, man, it's a win-win for everybody. And so not only that, you receive points for those individuals, and we actually receive points on infinite levels from there. And so I want to share with you the power of 4, how you can not only earn $500 in commissions, but how you can double that in your first 14 days. So here's what I mean. The first 14 days, if we bring in those 4 people at the Legacy membership, you will earn a $500 commission because we're offering double points for the first 14 days of your membership. Now, folks, this is an optional program. I highly recommend it. I decided to share this with people when I first started, and I actually earned my first commission in week number 2. My son, he earned his first commission in week number 1. He joined 7K after I did. He earned his first commission in week number 1, and then I earned my first commission in week number 2. It taught me 2 things about this money program that we're talking about, the rewards program. It showed me that the system works to make money, but it also showed me that it's not just the people at the top making all the money. So I'm going to share a picture with you. This was taken almost 5 years ago, and I share this for 2 reasons. One, I want you to know, before I joined 7K, which was 8.5 years ago, before I joined 7K, I did not have any precious metals. So I started buying on a regular basis. And the second reason I share this with you is because I want you to see that I'm purchasing collectibles on the left side on a regular basis, and gold and silver bullion through my Sound Money wallet, and then I have it shipped to me on a regular basis as well. And there's kind of a mix in the middle. We have had access to multiple things over the last 8.5 years. And I share this with you because I'm buying not only from the defense with the bullion Sound Money wallet, but the offense with my collectibles. And so a couple more things I want to share with you about the money-making part. The money-making part, I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. The money-making part is pretty significant. I shared with you that it's not just the people at the top making all the money. I shared with you that the system really works to make money. 6 months into 7K, my wife and I saw that we had an additional stream of income. Now, where we were before that is I was flying helicopters at night, teaching people to fly. And then I was also running a lawn care business during the day. And I was crazy busy. But I did that lawn care business for the additional stream of income to try and keep up with inflation. And so I was tied to that business and I was super busy with it. But here at 7K, we found that additional stream of income and I didn't have to be tied to my business. So I sold the lawn care business, freed up a lot of time for me. And you guys are probably like me. My time is what's most valuable. So that was significant for us. Now, one more thing about the money-making part. You know, I worked 25 years active duty. Then I retired, but you cannot live on a retirement from the military. It's just not possible. So I worked another 15 years for the military as a Department of the Army civilian. And so, but from that 25 years, that retirement, I have an annual pension. I make a certain amount of money every single year. Well, here at 7K in my second year, so between 1 and 2, of working my 7K business, I made the same amount of money that I make in my annual pension. So for me, it just makes sense. Do I want to work 25 years to get that annual pension, or do I want to work my 7K business for 1 to 2 years? And for some people, they do it a lot quicker. Some people that have networking experience, which I come from a background of working for somebody else, so I had to learn the skills of networking. I also had to learn about gold and silver. And so I want you to know that it's absolutely possible to create that additional stream of income no matter where you are. And so folks, this concludes our overview of 7K. We appreciate your time. You know, we encourage people to get with the person that invited you to this Zoom, or if you hear the recording of this, get with the person that invited you to this recording and get your questions answered. Grab a membership, whether it's the $149 or the $599, you pick. Grab a subscription as well. Start collecting precious metals as soon as today. And if you want to share it with people, you can start earning commissions as soon as a week later. And so the thing is, again, get your questions answered. Come on board with us. We appreciate your time. This concludes our overview of 7K.